Hey everyone, I'm Big John, and welcome to another episode of the Diz Ability Show live. This week, I want to talk about the Disability Pass or DAS Pass service. Now, I know I talk about this all the time, but that's how important it is, especially for a long time, for a long period of time. So, first of all, if you're not familiar with how the system works nowadays, you will need to FaceTime with a cast member, and they will ask you why you need the pass. Now, we did this just last week to make sure that my pass was still valid, and it is. And the cast member was great. She really understood me, and that's how great this is. Then they will take your ID picture for the pass, and you are good to go for when you arrive at Disney. When you can either go in front of the ride or check the My Disney Experience app and get a return time. Now, then when your return time rolls around, head to the ride, scan your Magic Band or park ticket, and you're good to go. That way, you're enjoying the ride without waiting in crazy for people with disabilities. Let me know in the chat if you're watching this live or in the comments if you're watching this later. If you not only has it also has great entertainment as well. Now they do this in the evening. What up, Park Night? My buddy Mike. Glad to see you in the chat, my man. So they do this about every pre-evening around say 6. Frontierland cast members will come out and along with the Country Bears and Clarabelle and Horace and I think Chippendale, and they will have guests join, do dances. I haven't seen it myself. I saw streams of it, and it looks pretty fun. Number 4, hi, Real Monkey Fan. Uh, we're currently covering my top 5 entertainment offerings at the Magic Kingdom. If you're just tuning in, and make sure you subscribe. As a matter of fact, hang on a second. There, Mike, the Park Knight, you are now a moderator. All right. As I was saying, so you don't know. Hi, Amina Shafat. I am good, thank you. So at Katie's Corner, they have a great pianist who takes requests and does and does many great Main Street and Disney songs. When I saw him last October, he was doing a theme to Fantasmic, which ironically we saw that night. And he's very good. He's very talented. A lot of live streamers I know see him, and he's great. He really is. Number 3, the Main Street Philharmonic. Now, the Philharmonic are usually perform in the pub area. Play some of the best Disney songs of all time, and also play Clubhouse. Sorry, not sorry. But yeah, they're a great band. They It's always good to see the Philharmonic. Number 2, the Festival of Fantasy Parade. Now, this is has been this parade has been floating through the Magic Kingdom since 2014, and it's always great. Everybody loves it, especially the Maleficent Dragon. But my one gripe about it is that when it came back from COVID, it did not, the Brave section did not come back, and that was one of my favorite sections. Shame. It's a great parade, so many fantastic characters, and so many different in angles to watch it from. And my number one entertainment offering, the Magic Kingdom, anyone who knows me, my buddies, the Dapper Dans. Now so if you've been with me this channel for a long time, you know that the Dapper Dans are one of my favorite entertainment offerings at Disney. They have become so much so that some of them now know me and they watch the channel. And if any of you guys are watching, I'll see you in a couple months. And it's so great to see them, I mean, do their songs and their jokes. You can't go to Magic Kingdom and not see the Dapper Dans. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Actually, it's a fact. Dang right they are, man. Dang right they are. So let me know in the chat or in the comments what your favorite entertainment offering is at the Magic Kingdom. And now it is time for Diz or Dat. Now, on both coasts, the Astro Orbiter is a favorite, especially for the little ones. At Disneyland, it's ground level, and at the entrance of Tomorrowland, no cursing here. No cursing. Nope. Remove. Okay. And at the Magic Kingdom, it's up above the People Mover, and you have to take an elevator to ride it, which is not very convenient if you're afraid of heights. I'm not afraid of heights, but I know a lot of people who are and would not go up. But let me know in the chat or in the comments which coast has the better Astro Orbiter, Diz, Disneyland, or DAT, Walt Disney World. Thank you for that, Mike. And now it's trivia time. All right, last week we asked who was the first cartoon character to be on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The correct answer was, of course, was Mickey Mouse. Congrats if you knew the answer. And now here is this week's trivia time question. What is the name of the Italian restaurant where Lady and the Tramp share a plate of spaghetti? Be the first one in the chat or in the comments with the correct answer, and you will receive 100 cool points. Thank you, Mike. My boy. The Park Knight. Keeping the peace. So, we got some news. So first of all, we normally don't discuss overseas parks news here on the channel, but so Disneyland Paris has announced that their version of Ratatouille will be refurbished and it will be permanently switched to 2D. Why does this pique my curiosity? Because this might also affect Ratatouille at Epcot. Mike, you're correct. You already have enough cool points to be a mod. Uh, so anyway, as I was saying, so if this new 2D thing works out in Disneyland Paris, could the Epcot Ratatouille be permanently switching over to 2D? I don't know. It. I think it'll come down to what I know. The guests in Paris wanted it to switch to 2D, but here in America, who knows? And also, this weekend is Destination D, which is the D23 event at Walt Disney World. And I am still mad that there is no official parks panel. However, I am certain that sometime this weekend we will be getting some sort of parks announcements, especially with the villains panel that I think happens today. Which means I hope that we know more about Villains Land, because fans have wanted a Villains Land for years, and now that it's finally happening, we want to know more about it. If not this weekend, then hopefully next year at D23. So, I hope with everything that goes on this weekend, we get some sort of announcements. And I don't know if I'll be doing a review, because usually after after the parks panels at these things, I would come on live and do a review. But since there's no official parks panel, I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing that. But still, it'll be fun. But if there are big announcements, I'm sure I'll be discussing them next week here on the channel. So anyway, that's our show. As I said, if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, let me know in the comments if you're watching this live. Let me know in the chat if you're watching this live, or in the comments if you're watching this later, and I'll make sure it gets into a future episode. For this week's shout-outs, make sure you guys check out Matt and Goo over at Goo to You. They do great live streams from the parks all the time. Definitely check them out. Also, make sure you guys check out Tanya, a.k.a. That Crazy Disney Lady. She also does great live streams. Definitely check her out as well. Also, make sure you guys check out Jessica and Lewis over at One Little Spark JL. They do occasional vlogs, but also check them out on their Instagram, Jessica and Lewis. They are fantastic people. Also, he's in the chat. My buddy, Mike, the Park Knight. He did a vlog yesterday for the opening day of Epcot, doing a challenge at the Brewing Lab. If you haven't checked that out, please do. If you haven't subscribed here yet to the Big John Network, what in the Walt Disney World are you waiting for? And ding the bell for notifications so you never miss a second of the fun. And until next time, may the mouse be with you.